Hey, what's going on? It is Coach Jay Hyler. I'm going to show you my favorite recipe currently for oatmeal. I call it protein oats. Take a look. So let's first go over the ingredients, right? So Syntha 6, man, I've really been enjoying this. They partnered with Cold Stone, believe it or not. And I'm going to tell you right now, the German chocolate cake is absolutely insane. It actually tastes exactly like German chocolate cake. So what I'm about to share with you, it tastes like German chocolate cake. That is actually a factual thing. Then you also have here Manuka honey. 5 plus UMF. You have to have the UMF seal to make sure that it is the most pure form of Manuka honey. UMF 5 plus, that means it is good for consuming in your body just for normal nutrition. This is a very interesting kind of a honey because it also has amino acids and it's very low on the glycemic index, unlike all other kinds of sweeteners, sugars, etc. Then we also have gelatin. Now, gelatin is very important for your bone health, okay? Bone health, mineral health. Why? Because this gelatin, it is collagen, okay? So it is literally for your joint care. So if you have any kind of aches, pains, inflammation, etc. in your joints, well, it is very important that you start adding some gelatin in your life. Now, this particular kind of gelatin from Great Lakes, you will see here that it has tons, and I do mean tons of amino acids. You have here alanine, arginine, aspartic acid, cysteine, glutamic acid. You have glycine. Now, glutamic acid and glycine are the reasons that I personally love it, outside of the many others, such as histine, hydroxyline, hydroxyproline, isoleucine, leucine, lysine, methionine. You get the idea, all the way down to valine. It has every single amino acid known to man, which makes this a complete source of protein. And the protein that you get 11 grams per 12 grams of gelatin, and what you're looking for in your serving size is 12 grams. So that's what I measure out here in my handy dandy digital food scale. And you can see here that I have the quick oats already in here. I used exactly 40 grams, which is half of a cup. Under here, which you cannot see, is already the gelatin poured inside. So what we're going to do now, because the water is ready, I just heated the water, so it just stopped boiling. Now we're actually going to start adding our different ingredients. I'm going to show you what this looks like. So we have here half a serving of Once Again creamy almond butter. Yes, it has to say all of those things, and in my opinion, yes, it has to be Once Again. The reason why I love Once Again is it is higher in potassium, iron, of course, because it is almond butter, not peanut butter. And then it's also pretty high in calcium. All of these things we need to have a well-functioning metabolism as well as bone health, okay? And if it functions with the metabolism, that means it also controls gut health, and that also means that it controls hormonal health, okay? So this is just a good addition to anyone's diet. Then we have here, this is actually what I use is 1 tablespoon. It comes out to 30 grams. So that's what you see in there. Okay. Another thing that I really like about this company, and then I'm going to move on to the next ingredient, is the simple fact that in the ingredients list is dry roasted unblanched almonds. May contain occasional stem or shell fragment. You don't see anything else in here. And also it's only 1 gram of sugar. That is absolutely incredible, with a great dietary fiber mark here of 3 grams per the entire serving. So I'm getting I'm getting somewhere around like 1.5-ish, okay? And it comes out to roughly 8 grams of fat that I'm getting from this, which is less than 1.5 grams of saturated fat. Nothing wrong with saturated fat. Our brain is made up of saturated fat, a lot of it, okay? So saturated is good. All of the fats are good in balance with one another, okay? So that is the next ingredient. Now I'm going to show you the next one here in a second. I have here 20 grams of the Manuka honey, okay? I just put a dab of Ceylon cinnamon all the way around here. Ceylon cinnamon is a really good cinnamon because it controls blood sugar and blood pressure, which is really, really good if you are looking not to have spikes, any, like, for example, peaks and valleys when it comes to your energy. Okay, and this is actually pre-workout for me, so I want that energy to be long-lasting and get me all the way through this grueling workout that I'm about to take myself through. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of Himalayan pink sea salt just across the top because you definitely want to have some electrolytes going into your workout. Also, it's really good for taste. Now, when you have the salt on, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to add your water. And what you want to do is you want to add the water until it is saturated. You do not want to have your oats swimming in the water. You'll see what that looks like in a second. Water as you want here. You can see even as I shake it, you can't really see the water. It's just kind of sitting there, but it's fully saturated all the way around. I just spread it all the way around with my tea kettle here. Okay, and now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix everything together. Now, the reason why I add most of the ingredients first is because when I pour the water over it, that water, it breaks down the chemical process between all of the honey and the peanut butter and the gelatin, etc. And once I mix all of that in, I do not taste those compounds. I just get the benefit of the taste of the honey, of the almond butter, and of the gelatin and the oats. Okay, so do this in the proper order. Sequence is important here. Just gonna mix this and stir everything together, and then finally I'm going to add the Synthesis 6, which is actually going to be 1 full scoop of this, and I will tell you the grams in a second because grams are more trustworthy than scoops, grams are more trustworthy than tablespoons, etc. Everything right up to this point. This is what your protein oats should look like. Okay, this is before I add the Synthesis 6. Everything is extremely well mixed. You want to make sure you mix this at least for like a minute to 2 minutes straight. Really just mix it well so all of the gelatin is completely dissolved. Again, the almond butter as well as the Manuka honey all mixed together with the quick oats, and I choose that Smart quick oats. I prefer them over any oats any day of the week. So now I'm going to add 47 grams, which is a serving of the Synthesis 6. So that's 47 grams. It was exactly a scoop. So kudos to Synthesis 6 for actually having a proper scoop that is equal to the grams on the actual container. What we're gonna do is we're gonna mix this in really slowly and really well. What I like to do is I like to pull it up and basically pull it up and over, up and over on each side until we get the Synthesis 6 all the way under there, and then we'll really start kind of mixing it once all of that powder is gone so you don't create a big mess. Everything right up to this point, which will be the big finish, okay? This is what you got here. And I promise you, this tastes like German chocolate cake batter. You are going to absolutely love this. This is completely decadent and delicious in every single way. It will take away your sugar cravings, and then it will also give you something to look forward to when it comes to your breakfast. So there you have it, my German chocolate cake batter protein oats. Give it a shot in your next workout. You will not be sorry that you gave it a shot. Peace and big ups to Synthesis 6 for creating such an intensely delicious protein powder. And thank you for partnering with Cold Stone. We of the fitness industry appreciate you.